And I know that some women, when they go to stores, they get overwhelmed with the different kinds of products out there. You know, what's for this, what's for that, what's the difference between serum and then the cream and, you know, the oil, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Can you walk us through the products that she has that's, you know, that's like highly, what is that, on demand or something
Yeah,
that's
for
like,
sure. What
and what is it?
separates her from the rest, too. Yeah, so Trish McAvoy has this passion for empowering women to have clarity and a really beautiful experience with, you know, in their mirror time. She calls it mirror
Mm-hmm.
time, which I like that. It's a time for you where you should be able to enjoy it, and there's not a lot of chaos. She created this concept to have a planner like you would with your, you know, your schedule. So she made a book called a planner. Now this was a limited edition one. She does every so often she'll create a special color, but usually they're black and they're quilted. She loves Chanel. So back this is years ago. Um, she created a book with pages in it that have magnets. So when you open it, you have a page. Now all these pieces come separately and we customize. We do an 8-step lesson. And what it is you're able to put in here only what you use every day so that there's clarity. You don't have all the variety. The variety you can put in your drawers for those special occasions like Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point of this is that when you wake up, you sit down, you open this, and you go, it's all in order, and you just do your 8-step lesson. So when someone comes to the Trish McAvoy counter, what we do is we sit them down and we have a face chart that has all the steps written down, and we explain to them, and we'll do half for them and have, you know, we'll do one step at a time and have them try the other side so that they can leave empowered and learning how to do it. And
Mm-hmm.
her order of operations is eyes first. So, of course, now skincare is a whole separate category. You always do your skincare first. And
Mm-hmm.
her skincare is medical grade. It is very clean, not tested on animals. It's gluten free. There's no synthetic fragrance, not a lot of fillers. It's very simple and effective and made well to work for makeup so that your makeup looks amazing on camera,
Mm-hmm.
especially because it was for celebrities originally. So you look great on camera and your makeup will have longevity and you won't have to worry about, you know, touching up as much because it just looks
Mm-hmm.
flawless for hours.
I use Trish McAvoy, you guys, you know, and I tried my daughter's this one also. That's a whole different products. Like it all depends on like what your intentions are for your skin. Since I'm older, I think I'm more for like Trish McAvoy, you know, and she's like really like in the youthful kind of product. So with Trish McAvoy, what I love about her product is it's so light on your skin, you know. It's like it's not thick, you know what I mean? Not like
Yeah,
other creams out there that's like really thick, but and even it's
it's
like
not
it's like the
textured.
vitamin
Yeah.
C. God, I love the vitamin C. It gives you that tingle. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the key is that understanding technology has gotten so good to where you don't have to have a thick foundation to have coverage.
Yeah.
So there's technology around that redirects light and helps your skin to look flawless with a thin
Hmm.
layer. And that's what's impressive. And I honestly was pretty snobby coming from Dior because Christian Dior is a very, very luxury and incredible product.
Hmm.
Everything from their powder, their foundations, their lipstick, everything is beautiful and it's just high class and you can tell a difference when you wear it. So when I went to Trish, I was pleasantly surprised at the quality of the products. The
Hmm.
eyeshadows, for example, when you get a cheaper shadow, it might be a pretty color, but the way that it blends together is different. So it's like I like to relate it to like anything. Like you can go to Godiva or you can go get one of those dollar store chocolate bars. You can tell the difference in
Hmm.
the
Yeah, you can.
ingredients. And so um, I don't know if that was the best analogy, but it makes sense, right? So with
It
Trish, I
does.
was really impressed. Yeah,
It's the
that
quality.
it's yes, quality. And so when you put it on, it feels wonderful. It's not heavy, but yet you get the coverage, and it's almost like having a filter on your face. It
Hmm.
literally is. I
Yeah.
almost wish I didn't do my makeup so I can just show you what I really look like, which is not so bad, thank God.
I didn't
But
wear I didn't wear makeup, but then I have to use the same freaking you know, like same what's that filter for, because like I've been using the same filter and it's kind of weird not to use it now since it's been like a theme for the Mars Cross. This
I know I wish
color.
I could have a filter, then I'd really look
You
perfect.
know?
But you could see, you guys, I'm
It's
not
like
perfect.
yeah.
But Yeah, so when you go to use Trish products, there's not too many options. It's very simple and
Mm-hmm.
effective. And when you sit down, we go through 8 steps. So step one is eye primer, okay? Eye base. It's like it looks like a concealer. Actually, I have one right here in slot one, which is step one, eye base essentials. So when you open it up, there's a little wand, and I usually will just kind of put a couple little stripes, and you want to blend it all the way because it dries down and then it won't move. And then what that does is if your the skin around our eyes is so thin and it tends to get more red, and
Mm-hmm.
it makes you look more tired. So even if you don't wear eyeshadow, this is an incredible product to use because then you won't have the separation in the socket there, the crease. You won't have any greasy lids. Your lids will stay smooth and not look red or dark all day. But it
You
also
don't get
makes a
you
wonderful
don't get the
primer.
chunky thing right in the middle of the crease. You know, like how some
Right.
girls. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. And then when you do put shadow over it, it's more forgiving. It makes your shadow blend easier and go on smoother and stay. So step one is eye base. Step two is eyeliner and eye color. So you would do your eyeliner and then your eyeshadow. And there's several options. A lot of women I notice, who are mature is the right way to say it, tend to avoid glitter because they hear it makes you look older. What that is that glitter is if it's a big chunk and it sits inside the wrinkle, it makes it stand out.
Mm-hmm.
And so Trish, being in her 70s now, looking like she's in her 40s, she really does. Seriously, I wish I could show you a picture. I could probably, screen share. I could screen share. I'll do that next time when we do a class because I don't want to go through all my other pictures. Who knows what's in it? I could be having some ugly before and afters. No, um, but she makes the sparkle so ground, so small that it's very delicate and it gives you light to your eye, but it doesn't age you. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is catered to all ages, but it's very friendly for the mature woman too. If you're like me and you're over 40, you want to avoid texture. And that's another thing is when you're looking at products, just because it's powder doesn't mean or matte doesn't mean it's going to dry your skin. It's only the cheap ones that do that. There's created so well that they make you look smooth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, step one was eye base. Step two, eyeliner and color. Step three is mascara.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to the concealer. She does the triangle of light, which I'm going to demo. You guys are going to love this. Now, I have a baby one because it wasn't a gift. So what she wants you to do is you want to have a bright center of the face. And then usually the dark is right under the bone, so it looks like you're skinnier, you're shaped, you're lifted. So anywhere there's a bone, there should be a darker shadow right underneath. Not down here, because that's not where a shadow, like under my jaw, there's a skinny shadow. It's not down here. Same thing under your cheekbone and under your brow bone. You want a little skinny shadow to make you look shaped. But in the center of the face, you should have a brightness. So what she has you do is you take your instant eye lift and you go from the inner eye, the length of the nose.
Whoa, you're frozen now. Okay, 1 second, you guys. She's frozen. We lost signal. The tutorial's too hot for the phone. Hold on just a second. Let me just make sure let's get her back. We lost our guest. Let's see. All right, this is like commercial break. I'll just get her back. All right. I wish I had music to play right now, but let's go find our guest first. Um, let's see. Log back in. It's the location. So, a second. How's everybody? Do you guys have any questions for her? So she can cover it. Like anything you guys want to know about skincare, makeup. She's really like you know, when she did my my makeup, I didn't even recognize myself. I mean, it was me, but I didn't know I could look like that. I should show you guys. I have this new video of, I think it was Borderline, and my face there. That's her work. Um, Most of my Vegas makeup actually it's her work. So, it made my cheek like pop up, and then she had my eyes. She's just she can work magic, like and she knows how to create like the shape. And if you need certain things that needs to be enhanced, she knows where that goes. And I, me, I draw on my face. If I can do tic tac toe, I would. But but she's, and I love how she says like glitter is for the older generation, stuff like that. Makes you she loves me so much. She humors me though. She gave me, I would take that glitter like liner, right, and I would line my eyes because I love glitter. It pops. Okay, so I see her back. She just needs her phone. All right, let's get her back. Whoops. Okay, you need your camera on, girlfriend. No answer from live video guest. Oh no. Okay, so what is happening here is that her phone is not accepting the call. There you go. Now, there you
Yeah,
go.
I don't know. You know what happened? My phone was plugged in
Uh-huh.
and it got heat and it's an emergency.
Oh
You
no.
can't use this phone. Oh my gosh. I was like, no, it turned off.
Okay,
So
so
sorry.
we left off when
Okay.
you were drawing a triangle.
Yeah. Okay. There's a messy triangle, but it's
Okay,
usually about like
so
that. Okay.
you have to
And then
draw.
these earbuds, man. I'm so
Okay.
thankful. Sorry about that, you guys. And then you just want to work it in. It's really thin, like you were saying. It's nothing's thick. So if you
Uh-huh.
rub, it's gonna thin it out. But if you pack it into the skin, it creates better coverage. And I can't really see up close because I'm just doing this in the phone. So I can look at the mirror. Yeah, I did good. So you can even do it really without looking. You just want to pack it in. And then if you look at the difference, let me change the lighting here. Let me pull the
Holy
phone
shit,
up.
it is lighter. And it does
See this bag is more pronounced on
uh-huh.
that side. See that? So it just
Yeah.
pulls the shadow out. And then you can match yourself out so you don't have the shadow,
So you
you
just
know.
dab, dab, dab.
And this is something you can do. This is something you do before foundation so that when you put your foundation on, you don't
Uh-huh.
need to put foundation there. Now some women need more than just this, and that's okay, but I'd say 90% of the time this instant eye lift is good on its own. It's called instant eye lift.
Instant
And
eye
it just
lift. And that
yeah, and you
is
can put a little bit up in here too if you want to have a brighter forehead, but it's a really beautiful quick fix for the under eye. Makes you look like you are 5 years younger.
um
Yeah.
there are women out there who's just like me, who's like, I didn't know, like I don't know anything about makeup except like what I do with my face, but you taught me some stuff. But like with that, I even forgot what you're doing now. Instant eye lift,
Yes.
is that different from concealer?
Okay, well, it's made to go along top concealer because it's more thin highlighting, but for me, it is my concealer. So it depends on
Okay.
you. If you are really severely damaged under the eye and have a lot of
Yeah.
fatigue and you've been doing a lot of stress, you might need more coverage. But sometimes you can just do a second layer and it's fine. So this
Okay.
would be step 4. So it was eye base first, eyeliner and colors number 2, mascara is number 3, and then this is step 4. Then you would
Wow.
do foundation is step 5, which I already have on. And then after foundation, you would do your color, like your cheeks. You would do the
Mhm.
contouring with the bronzer, which bronzer, some people put it all over so they can look tan. But it's mainly used to contour and shape you so that if you want to look more lifted or defined, you could, like I was talking about on the bone area, under the bone area,
Yeah.
you'd want to kind of go right in here. Um, and then, maybe warm up around the hairline and right in here. And then
Mhm.
blush is right here on the apples, right? Like you ever see the
Mhm.
mothers pinching their daughters' cheeks, that in the old days, the old movies and
It's
stuff.
right on top of here.
Mr.
I remember, like,
Darcy is coming.
I love it when you did my makeup. I was telling them that you should, that I didn't know I can look like that. I didn't know I had cheekbones, you guys.
It's
You know.
contour. But yeah,
Yeah.
so then the last step would be the last two steps would be lips and then brows. And I did bring a brow, so I can give you that little tip.
Okay.
Now, the reason I like Trish McAvoy's brow pencil is it's exactly almost like yours. It's very, very skinny. So
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of see, let me see if I can get it close enough. Can you see?
Yeah, I could see. Let's see. We
They're
have a
very
question
skinny.
from Janet. Let's see. Who has the question? Oh, Jennifer has a question. She said, she just got here, so she said, is this for a certain brand? Well, she's using because she works for Trish McAvoy, so of course she's gonna use Trish McAvoy products. And like I said from the other live before, I will not put any product on this show unless I
No music.
use it myself and I believe in it. So, yeah, this is like, yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm a regional artist for Trish McAvoy. I'm not a commission salesperson, but I do promote this brand, and that's what I do
Mhm.
for a living. Um, there are a lot of other brands that are incredible. It is a department store brand, and she has different locations. We're in Blue Mercury,
Yeah.
a lot of Saks Fifth Avenues, Nordstrom. Um, and so, yeah, so I'm using this product, but there's quite a few really, really good products that I know
Mhm.
about. I'm just choosing to speak to this because I can do it during work
Because that's what
hours,
you
and
have.
I'm promoting my brand that is so
Yeah,
incredible. And this woman
exactly.
is incredible. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if her product sucked, I wouldn't have her on. I don't care if she's my best friend. I'd be like, I'd be like, you're representing me too, girl. I
Like
know
I
about the
went to the dollar store and I know how to
dollar
do my
store.
makeup
Check
without.
out this twinkle twinkle little star shadow. And
Yeah, there's a
no, we
lot of
wouldn't do
really
that.
great products.
But
It's just this is one that I'm working for because I really it's part of me. Whatever I work for, I put
mhm.
myself into, and I have to love it. Otherwise, I'm not going to promote it myself.
I love
So
her
let's see how
eyeliner.
good I am. You want to see how
Yeah.
good I am with my brows? I already need glasses. So let's see what happens. I'm going to tilt this mirror this way too, just so I can double check myself. So this has a brush on the other end that has a little cap. Okay.
Okay. Is that specifically for brow?
Yes. Now, there
Okay.
are other brow pencils you're welcome to use this strategy with. This one, reason I love it is it's very skinny, so you can get very small strokes that look like hairs. The negative is that you got to be careful because it's delicate. You don't want to put it up too high; it'll break it and waste it, and you don't want to throw it around because it breaks. So you just keep it real low. And then what you want to do with a brow, I didn't do my brows today on purpose, is that usually you want to start right above here. So that would be where the first line starts.
Oh
And then
shit.
you want to go towards the arch, which is the nose to the pupil to there. That's where the arch should be. Now, people have plucked or tweezed the brows so much sometimes they don't even have an arch because they tweezed them away. And sometimes they'll dip down before the arch, and you don't want to dip
They're going
down
for the
and do the
poker
line
face look.
downwards until you get to the arch right there. And then the brow should end outer eye nose to there. That's where it should end. So you basically want to start right here and get this straight line here first. And under the arch, when you get to that point, you're
Mhm.
going to go down. And then you just want to make the top parallel. So a lot of times when people will do is they'll go like this, but they don't keep it parallel. This didn't go down until here. Whereas you want to wait till you're where that one was before. So here I go. So I'm getting a mirror. Forget that.
You know, and I don't know
I don't
how
want
she
to.
does it, but like to me, it's like it's perfect. You know.
Okay. So this is how you do it. Hopefully you can see me. So I'm starting right under or right over here. You see me?
You guys taking notes, Reggie? The guys here?
Yeah, that's the first line. So I went from here to the under the arch, which
Mm-hmm.
is that guide. Okay. And then from the arch, ooh, I need to tweeze, girlfriend. And then from the arch down. Okay. This was to end right about there. See that?
Dang. Just like
And then
that,
I'm going to
huh?
make the top line parallel. So I'm going to start right above this one on the top. And I'm not going to go downward until I get to there. And now I can go downward. So now I have my guide. You see the difference on the sides? Now it looks
Holy
really
crap.
funny up close because I need to blend it and I need to fill it in. But that's basically where you want to start is right here. Get that
You
straight
make it
line
look so
to under the
easy.
arch. straight line down, and then parallel. Okay, and now I'm going to perfect it. Fill it in just a little bit. And then what you want to do is turn it around. Wait, hold on. Where the brush is, because it is a powder-based pencil, so it blends really easy. And then you're going to blur it out so it doesn't look like it's a hard line. Some people like to get like a highlighter or a concealer to, so I'm coloring in the lines. You know, when you color and you trace first, you don't go out of the lines. That's kind of what you do when you draw those two, you know, the parallel lines there. But if you notice the difference in my brows, I look so much lifted, more lifted on that side.
Yeah. Just like that, huh? It took like about what? 1 minute, 2 minutes? You know how long it takes me to like just even out my I can't even out my lines, remember? You know,
Well, you
that's why
know,
I'm
another
like
another
extending
thing
it.
is everybody has one side lower too.
Huh?
And so I do. I have one side's lower than the other. So I always like to go like this.
Well, then
And
you
just
look
kind
like
of,
you're judging people the whole day.
I know, like I'm stuck up. So I start over here and I make sure that this one starts about where that one is. So this one over here is, I just kind of go like this and find the spot. You could even do little dots, you know, you can go like this, find the spot, do a little dot so you can kind of connect the dots. But on this side, same thing now.
So, I mean, like I know you make it look so easy, and you know, and a lot of women out there can easily just slide a pencil, like, and then it's all like perfect and stuff like that. What about for like
Well,
women who are not, you know, coordinated with their hands? Is there
well,
any
it's like
technique
anything
you
else.
can tell
How long
them?
did it take you to learn to sing? You know what I mean? It's like anything you do, you have to have repetition to practice in. And once
So
you've
it's
done it enough
practice,
times, you
practice,
get good at
practice,
it.
you
So if
guys.
you aren't doing it every day, see, that's the problem is these young girls who don't need to do anything don't get the habit. And then when they're old, they need it and they don't know how. You know,
Because
so
they
I always
fuck
think
with their
all
brows.
women,
They're like, I don't
every
like
woman
this.
should.
I don't like what the brow I was born with, so I'm gonna draw it myself. You know.
But I mean, you should at least practice it, just, you know, enhancing it slightly because
Mm-hmm.
then you'll have this habit and this ritual. And there's something to be said about putting a little bit of attention into yourself, even if you're going nowhere, because you'll notice if you do that, your whole day changes. It's this energy, it's this self love.
Because if
But
you could,
pride,
when you feel good about yourself and you feel pretty and you feel like, you know, not necessarily all like get up, but then when you just kind of feel good outside, it also helps inside. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I get it. I get it. Like it you know, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're feeling yourself, you know, you're like, hey, I'd date you. You know,
I hope that
oh, it's
looks good because
me
my
that does
eyes
that.
are failing me, but it's not
No, it
perfect.
looks good
Like you
though.
get,
It's just like that. You know.
well, and you know, they say they're
So
not twins, they're sisters. That's the saying in cosmetics.
yeah, well, mine are not even the same continent, so I don't know. But and so
But it's
like
just
for
practice, practice.
do you also do theatrical makeup, like the ones that's like really bold? Because you know, like when you're on stage, they can't see, you know, like the natural beauty kind of thing. So you like even their natural beauty becomes like enhanced because people need to see, you know,
Yeah,
that you know like their makeup and stuff. And even in film, you know, you think that it's not thick, but it is. Is there you know, like do you also do, you know, show makeup, not just for
oh,
everyday?
I have in the past, and a lot of
Yeah.
times just understanding the dynamics. Like even for example, on a wedding, sometimes a bride will say they don't normally wear makeup, and they're like, "I want really natural," but then they get the pictures done and realize their bridesmaids look way better than them because half of it goes away on camera.
Yeah.
On camera, you don't see half of it, so you have to be prepared to make sure you have a little bit more um, contouring blush, a little bit more lip color, eyeliner, definers. Now, you don't necessarily have to blue eyeshadow up to your brow, you know,
Yeah.
the eyeshadows and stuff. But when it comes to the defining, like bronzing, eyeliner, things like that, you need that. Even men who are straight and manly men
Yeah.
wear makeup on camera because you have to have definition because the camera. But now it's real high def, so you know the way that makeup is
They can
applied is
filter now,
changing too.
but yeah.
But
So yeah.
definitely.
So is it safe to say that you know, for every day you can go with the lighter look, but if you know that you're going to be on camera, if you know that you're going to be taking pictures, don't be afraid to go bold, right?
Right, right. And with Trish, all those steps, I think most of those steps are very important. Step one, eye base, because then you don't look tired. And then the under eye is really important. And those take you like 30 seconds each because you don't
Yeah,
really have to blend or much. You just kind of pack it in on and then a little bit of eyeliner and lashes. You don't have to do eyeshadow. And then you
uh,
always want your face to look good. Like you want to have a good even skin, a little bit of, cheeks, and then a little color on the lips so you don't look dead. So like if
true.
I'm off and I'm not going anywhere, I can take like 3 minutes and do a quick refresh, just eye base, concealer, a little foundation, a little blush, a little lip, a little mascara and liner, I'm good. And it's fast. And if I'm doing the full on Trish 8 steps, it's, usually 8 minutes. Now, if I want to go dramatic and I'm going on stage or I'm doing a smule video, I might do a lot more. These
Mm-hmm.
eyelashes, I used to have the hardest time putting on eyelashes. I didn't think I could do it at all, just like contacts. I should try contacts again because back in the day I couldn't get them in my eyes. But I can do it so fast in literally maybe 1 minute or less
Mm-hmm.
that there's absolutely no way I would ever pay to get extensions if I can do it for free for myself and take them off
Yeah,
whenever I want.
you have to
You know?
maintain that too, and yeah.
Yeah. So we'll definitely do in the future here. We'll be doing master classes where I'll be able to teach you in depth about skincare, more detailed. We'll do a very small classes so that way
Mm-hmm.
um, we can talk about individual concerns and individual skin types. And then we'll also do another one that's focusing on coverage and skin foundation and contouring, and then possibly do one for theatrical type makeup also.
What she's talking about, you guys, is I'm gonna be introducing this series that we're gonna have, but it's gonna be for private session. It's not gonna be live like this. This one you have to actually, schedule a one-on-one session with her, and me in there, of course. And we're gonna go to a separate room, and the tutorial will happen there. So it'll be designed for you personally. Um, that's one thing that I'm gonna be putting together, and then when it's ready, you guys can start making your appointments. And learn more, like in depth, kind of like extension of all the beauty questions that you have, and the other stuff that you can use, and she can go into the skincare too, like
Yeah, we'll
you know,
actually do it together. I would have you do it with me.
yeah,
You get what you have. I'll help you organize it, even if it's not Trish. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
I can help you organize what you have, and then honestly, we should do it on a live, but you can make it a private live so nobody can see it except for us, and that way they have the recording to refer back to.
Um, because I want the other person to be on the video too. So that's why it's gonna be like the three
Oh,
of us
that's
in
right.
the room.
Maybe we could do
Yeah,
Zoom. Zoom.
we can do Zoom. I think Zoom would be better. So it's gonna be a separate, section.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a one-on-one, and yeah. And then if you want to record it, we can record it. If they don't, they don't. Because sometimes people don't want their skin issues or
Yeah,
whatever.
it might just be for their own eyes. Is
Yeah,
the thing is because it's nice to go back and re-listen and just you, nobody else.
exactly.
If you think you look hot, post it. I don't care, but I think it's
um,
really awesome if you can re-listen to the lesson because then you won't forget. It's like notes.
yeah.
But it is choice, obviously.
Let's see. Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer loves if you like, you should see her like on her camera. She has like she's always made up. She's got like this nice big eyes with like lashes all the way up to Mars, and and she loves the girly stuff, and she loves getting, and she's already pretty anyway even without it. But she said something here and then I lost it.
Oh
Uh,
no.
she said something about glue. She said, "Yep, lashes every day. Agreed. Favorite glue." So glue.
Well, I've played with a lot of different glues, and at this point, for me, it's not so much about the the brand. It's about how my eyes react because I get so sensitive.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I moved to Vegas, my eyes get welts. So I have this very inexpensive one that seems to work for me, and it's really weird. It's called Tony, and I found it at a store called the 99-cent only store because I'm always trying to find them. I mean, I've tried formaldehyde free, all these different, Before, I liked the black duo glue back in the day when I was in Seattle, but now because my eyes are so sensitive,
Hmm.
it will not come off my eyes even with oil, and my eyes are welted and red every night. And this really cheap one, it looks like duo kind of. It looks like a neon color, kind of like a blue, clear neon-y color.
Hmm.
And you only need a little bit. Only thing is, it gets real tacky, and you really have to get it off of the lash. It's hard to get it off the lash, but my eyes are not freaking out as much with that one. But I think it's really individual based on how sensitive your eyes are. But obviously, if you're good at makeup, decent eyeliner itself, I think the black ones are ideal because then you don't have to worry about seeing it as much. And
Yeah.
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 Does that
That's
answer
true.
you?
Yep. I think so. Did that answer your question, Jennifer? So, um, I do have a question though, because from what from what I've learned over the years, like, or I've seen actually, not exposed much to makeup, obviously, they do foundation first. You know what I mean? Why
Yeah.
do women do foundation first, and why, other women do foundation last? What's the difference and why?
It's all preference and it's all habit. The reason that it's more ideal to do it last is because you're saving yourself time. How many times have you? Oh, there's a train over here. I guess my office is pretty noisy. Sorry, you guys.
Train.
Yeah, a train and a helicopter. It looks like I'm in Vegas, all right. Um, so the thing is when you're doing your eyeshadow and your eyeliner, it tends to sometimes drip. Now I've seen back in the day the artist would put a bunch of powder right here, and so that it could be wiped off if anything drips. And then they've used little sheets. To me, that's counterproductive. It's another step. Why not just do your eyes first? That gives your skin time to suck in your moisturizer anyway. And then if you drip any shadow, you just clean it off. You didn't ruin your foundation. It just makes more sense to save time
Yeah.
by and steps by just switching the operation of order, and then you don't have to put powder everywhere. Powder is not attractive on your face. I'm sorry, not if it's the kind that you that thick, the setting powder. Just avoid. I don't know. All I'm saying is that it just saves you a whole lot of time if you just
Hmm.
switch your routine. And it took me a while to get that habit down because you get used to things.
Hmm.
Now, if you're not doing eyeshadow, it really doesn't matter. If you're not doing
Yeah.
eyeshadow, who cares? Do your mascara and you could do your foundation first. But if you're going to be doing eyeshadow, it would behoove you. I like that word. It would behoove you to do it after your eyes.
I've always wanted to learn how to blend eyeshadows. As you can see, I don't do eyeshadows because, you know, you guys know I'm just really not the makeup person, but like I would love to learn how to do eyeshadow and blend the colors and stuff. I mean, I guess it's good when I do it because it's like very like just punk kind of thing. It becomes abstract. We call it abstract when you don't know what you're doing, but it's not even. But but like I would really love to just kind of learn like the proper way to do that shadow because I see it every and it looks really pretty too, and then,
Yeah,
and looks good on camera. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's other women out there who would love to learn how to do shadow and how to blend,
That should be
and
our first one, huh? Our first master class
yeah,
is a
and then
pretty
the
card
color
using.
combination because some color can, some makeup out there is like, okay, I don't think that needs to go together. But yeah, so but I like
Yeah,
I
we'll
would
definitely have
love
to
to
delve into
then
that as
the
a topic,
Taylor.
a main topic.
Yeah,
Because
I think
it's
it'd be a
really
good
individual, especially for camera and theme and for dramatic. It's art. You can do whatever. And
Mhm.
the color palettes, based on, there's no seasons anymore. It's different. There's so many colors you can use if you balance it and do certain things. And,
Yeah,
um, we'll also get into things like, how to put eyeliner on to, like if your eyes are super, inset and you don't want to look like your little tiny beady eyes with a big head.
hmm
Or if your
hmm
eyes are really far apart, there's tricks you can do with liner in order to make you appear more balanced. And
yeah.
there's certain things you probably shouldn't do, but there's so many different opinions. I think the main thing is that you look beautiful to you and you feel beautiful and you um, are given the tools to know what looks beautiful. Because some people think they look good
I
and they
think
don't.
that it's really important also to to keep in mind is that you have to be aware that, with or without the makeup, you're beautiful. And once you accepted that you are beautiful, whatever you do with your face is, you'll be fine with it because you already know the truth. You already know you'll be pretty with or without it. But if you're gonna go in doing your makeup to look pretty, you're never gonna reach that perfection. You know what I mean? You're always gonna try to like be pretty. I mean, so it's always good to kind of start inside you first and feel pretty, and then enhance it with colors. It's just like highlighting.
Well, when the inside is really whole and perfect, and you have
Mhm.
a good balance in who you really are, and you love yourself, you're going to naturally um, understand the benefit of the outer beauty, unless you're practiced otherwise. But there's just something to be said about just enhancing yourself a little bit. It's like a man, if he takes a shower and shaves his beard and wears a nice
That's all it
suit,
takes,
it's not
guys.
because he's
Take a shower.
vain. He just presents himself well because you're more attractive to the world when you feel good and when you put
Yes.
time
Yeah.
into yourself, and you're more impactful. It's almost selfish not to do it because you won't draw as many people into your influence when you don't put a little bit of love into your appearance. And again, it's not about vanity, it's about having pride in taking care of what you have. Like if you have a nice home, you might go ahead and do the repairs and paint the barn. My dad used to
Hmm.
say that there's nothing wrong with putting a little paint on the old barn to make it attractive for the neighborhood. and,
Yeah.
and it's not about being um, full of vanity and stuck up or anything. It's about presenting you know, being a good steward of what you have, you know?
And plus, that's your representative. That's you.
Mm,
That's
yes,
it's your
I
your
love you.
yeah. you know, and 'cause I can tell the difference when I'm not like when I feel like exhausted and when I'm just like really drained. It shows on my face, and that's when I know I need a little bit more help to like lift it up a little bit. And even with that, it doesn't help because the attitude, the energy is stuck.
Yes.
So no matter how pretty I can make my face, but if my energy is like so low and drained, it will show because makeup does not hide your natural beauty or your
Well,
natural
but there's
look.
something to be said about action though, because your emotion follows motion. That's a Tony
Well, yeah.
Robbins one. So when you do that, it will be the beginning steps as long as you can get
Hmm.
your mind right in the process. Say, okay, I'm getting it together. I'll put on my Abraham
Yeah.
Hicks
Well,
on my
to the
speakerphone.
aware, if you're
Yeah,
aware with it. Yeah.
yeah, but you're right, totally.
Hmm.
It's not a substitute, but it's a tool that you can use to pull you up,
Hmm.
and as long as you allow it to work with your mind and you can focus,
Hmm.
you know. Yeah, I think it's a tool, but I do agree that it's balance because it could be something people do and it's really not beneficial because they're not lining up in their mind either.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just the same thing with clothing. You wanna like if you wanna feel neat and presentable and stuff. You dress like whatever that makes you feel good. Because whatever that makes you feel good, it will illuminate everything around you. It's just it's an amazing energy, you know. It
Yeah.
it's a balance of the outer and inner, and if those outer and inner align, oh my God, you're fucking
Woo! You'll be just like Joy and Mars Cross.
set. you know,
We could have an eyeliner and call it Align with Joy and Mars. A
true.
liner. It's an
A
aligner.
liner, exactly. We can do that. Um,
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
yeah.
You guys can be our pre-sale. It's going to be $100 eyeliner because it's going to have magical powers. It's a magical eyeliner that gets you in alignment.
There you go. Maybe hopefully it'll help me, line things up too.
Yeah, and you boys out there, we can get you some guy liner, like the '80s guys. Like it's manly, man. Dude, throw some guy liner.
Like like there are men out there who like who would try on their wives eyeliner once in a while and just to see what it looks, but they won't say anything to other people. But I think we should normalize that, because K-pop artists, guys, men, they use it to enhance their looks also. And
Good.
sometimes when they're so used to it and they have it without makeup, they'll be like, I think I need a little bit more, you know, blush here or whatever, or like highlighter. But I
It's
can see
smart
that.
because again, you get washed out otherwise. So
Yeah.
I have an appointment in 10 minutes, but
Okay.
I wanted
Yes.
to
We are perfect.
just recap. The main theme of today was aligning yourself internally, externally, and using beauty to enhance what you have and get organized. Okay, that's the whole Trish concept. Get all your beauty products out and pick the few things that you do every day and put them in a little special bag. The only thing in there is what you always use, no matter
Yes.
what. And then you can add extras. And if you are interested in one of those additional lessons, we do have planners and things. These you can even go to a Nordstrom, but if you decide you want any of those types of things after looking at them, let me know and I'll give my girlfriends the commission over here and we'll free ship it and give you extra stuff.
I will.
And
I will.
I don't get commission, but
I'm
I
gonna
want to give
shoot
it
out
to
the
those people.
details also. I'm gonna shoot out the details of like how to book and stuff like that. Like you have to formulate the whole the whole thing. So, but and to summarize also the steps of putting on your makeup, it is your
Step
base.
one, eye
Uh-huh.
base. Step
Eye
two
base.
is step
Your
one is eye base. Step two is eyeliner and color.
uh-huh.
Step
Eyeliner
three is
color.
step three is
Mascara.
mascara. Step four is concealer,
Yes.
instant eye lift. Step five is foundation,
Mhm.
all over. Step six would be face powder and color, cheeks and bronzer. And step seven is going to be brows. And then eight is
Mhm.
lips.
And then your last one is lips. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go, you guys.
Voila.
You guys got
And
that.
then fragrance. Mr. Dior,
No.
Christian Dior said that fragrance is fashion's finishing touch.
You
So that would be a
like
really
you
good
spread in the
thing
air
to
and you just go.
I added a ninth step, fragrance.
Exactly, fragrance.
All right.
Do the 10th step, selfie.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I like
That's
that
it. The
one.
10 commandments of beauty.
We put two additional bonus steps, fragrance and selfie.
Exactly.
That's
Selfie,
cute.
that's
Trish will like that. I'm going to send it to Trish. She'll see that you had contributed the 10th step.
If she
And
uses
she looks
it
at her stuff.
as in her brand, I will be like, well, give me give me percentage of that. No, just kidding. Thank you again for taking time out and gracing us with your presence and sharing your wisdom and beauty. And I would love to work with you with the other members who are interested in getting the one-on-one because I think it is beneficial, to have a one-on-one session, to match you. You know what I mean? They're gonna match whatever looks good on you because everybody has different skin. Because what looks
Yeah,
good on her might not look good on me because she's Caucasian. I'm like
maybe.
just Asian.
Maybe. We can make it look good. You go blonde.
Yeah,
You do it quite
we'll
often.
do that. We'll do that. All right. Thank you so much, Joy. I love you.
Love you guys.
And I will see you soon, definitely. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will repost this so you guys can rewind it and watch it again. Bye.
Woo, woo.
Love you guys.
Bye, you guys.
My life be like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like, ooh, ah, yeah, ooh. My life be like times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving breadcrumbs all when I stray. Yeah, a lot of sacrifice and the price you pay. Like living like a fairy tale.
Fun. You got in early morning.